Hey friends, Phil Robertson here, and I'm out on my morning walk. Voice is a little husky, but I've been hanging out with some really cool people around San Diego and London, and chatting with different people, and people from all walks of life, and people from Florida and Portugal and New Zealand, all across the world. And I don't think it matters where you are, but there's no doubt that we're facing an epidemic. The world is changing. Automation is coming. Artificial intelligence is coming. And so, if you look at jobs, how they are changing, and futurists are predicting that by 2040, that half the jobs in the world will be obsolete. They'll be gone. They'll be replaced by robots and artificial intelligence. And you only have to see what's going on in China, that there are people desperately working for really, really, really low wages. And we talk about here in Australia about, let's support manufacturing. And absolutely, I'm all about that. My father was a manufacturer of automotive components, but I remember going with him to Taiwan. In fact, it was 1982. We went to Taiwan and they barely spoke English, and went to a manufacturing plant. And Taiwan became quite westernized, didn't it? And it just became too expensive to manufacture in Taiwan. And other countries, we see what's happening in India. A lot of the big banks, people are outsourcing call centers. The Philippines. You've only got to look at what's happening in the world. And so, yes, I love the idea of in Australia supporting manufacturing, but the reality is the world is changing. It is a digital world. It's a digital economy. And so I think the thing is, nobody is safe in their jobs. Superannuation and the pension. We've already seen in Australia that the age pension has been pushed back further. And so people are going to have to work longer. And the question is, that the reality is the money's going to run out. And so for those people that actually embrace change, for those people that actually look at it and go, you know what, I'm prepared to reskill. The digital economy, you only have to go onto Facebook and ads these days. My God, we're absolutely bombarded with, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter feeds, Pinterest, all sorts of things with ads popping up everywhere. So the digital economy is here to stay. The question is, are you prepared to reskill? Are you prepared to do some work? And let me tell you, this is not a free rodeo. You've got to get off your backside and be prepared to work. But what I can tell you is I've met the people 6 to 12 months, sometimes it takes a little longer, 24 months, who are now replacing their incomes. Some of these people were making big dollars. I've made almost $1 million a year in property sales. Well, I got to tell you, I wasn't that happy. Prestige, nice car, had a nice 335 hardtop convertible BMW. Yeah, but I also had the lease payments at about $2,500 a month with it. And I think, the reality is those that are going to be prepared to do the work. And let me tell you, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Affiliate marketing, there are some wonderful opportunities. You can build residual income. You can make $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 commissions by referring people, and you can actually earn while you learn. And that's what I teach people to do, is to earn while you learn. So if you're prepared to do some reskilling, you can actually look forward rather than feel doom and gloom, because let's face it, retrenchments, jobs are going. Companies are not loyal like they used to be. When was the last time you heard somebody get the gold watch and stayed in a company for years and years? It just doesn't happen. And so a lot of the jobs that were here maybe even 10 years ago are now obsolete. I've got one of my sons who just started university this year at Deakin University. He's studying sport management. Gosh, 10 years ago, that sort of stuff just did not exist whatsoever. So, the world is changing. The world is changing, and those that are prepared to embrace the change and meet it head on and reskill are going to be the ones that have the opportunities in life. What I've got is a free video series at my business, mydigitalworldlifestyle.com. The video series just walks you through how you can reskill and learn what the opportunities are in a digital economy. And it might be through products and services. It could be e-commerce. We've got that sort of stuff covered, where we teach people how to use Amazon and eBay and build an ongoing residual income part-time. We're not suggesting that people go and leave their jobs. Absolutely, you're guys still making a living, but you can transition. And imagine if you actually were doing the things you wanted to do and leading the ideal life that you wanted, in 6, 12, even if it took you 2 years. Wouldn't that be worth it? Wouldn't that be worth it? So what we've done is we've put together a video series from a buddy of mine, Stuart Ross, from a group called the Six Figure Mentors. Stu's a fabulous guy. He's only 37, very down-to-earth kind of fella. But we've put in place a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you can see what we have back there in our back office and what you actually can learn. And if at the end of the 30 days you're not happy and it's not for you, you know what you do? You just say, you know what, I'd like my money back, and you get your money back, no questions answered, or asked rather. So, friends, the digital economy, it's here. It's not going away. The question is, only a minority of people will do something about this, and they'll make the changes. So that's what I'm offering you, is that opportunity to make some changes. And you know what? Today's a great day to do it. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my walk. Bye for now.